Hello, boys and girls. So today's story that I'm going to share with you and share the vocabulary with is Catching the Moon. And I think you heard the story yesterday. So, taking the story that you've heard, and there's all kinds of great words and phrases in it. It's one of my favorite books. We're going to take it and think about just a few of the words and recording them in our vocabulary part of our journal. So, that's what great readers do and writers is you record those words to make sure you understand them and keep them somewhere so that you can use those words in your own writing. So Catching the Moon, the story of a young girl's baseball dream. And even though it's full of great words, I found one page that had all kinds of great, awesome words that I think would be great to use in my own writing and probably yours too. So I'm just going to go to one page and we're going to use that to do some vocabulary today. So the page is right here. I marked it with a Post-it. I like to do that. So even as I'm reading, I can just say, mark it there. I'll come back to it. It has great words. I want to remember them. So I'll read it to you. The catcher snared the pitch in his glove and ran toward Marcenia to tag her out. Marcenia doubled back toward third. When the catcher threw the ball back to the third baseman, Marcenia turned and bolted towards home plate. As the ball sailed above her head, Marcenia pumped her arms and knees harder. With the ball speeding towards home, Marcenia dropped her weight and slid into home plate. She had stolen home and scored the winning run. So many great words in that page and so many that we could use. I'm just going to do 4 today, but find your journal and open to the next available page. And again, we'll do a line down the middle. I'm kind of showing you 2 pages. Oh, I'll just do this one right here so it doesn't go through. So a line down the middle and across the middle. And the first word that I really liked on this page was snared. Such a cool word, snared. Snared, snared. Snared is to catch, but snared is so much more fun to say than catch. So, so a snare is like a trap. So he trapped the ball. So snared it. So how do we show it? That's a tricky one. It's to catch something. So maybe we'll show a net. So I kind of do like that. Make a little handle, make a little oval, and a little net. And if you snared something, it's inside there. And that kind of looks like a butterfly net to me. So I'll put a poor little butterfly that probably doesn't want to be snared in a net inside. Snared. Same thing as to catch, as caught, but such a better word to use. And another one I really liked on this page was bolted. Bolted. And I love the movie Bolt about the little dog that runs so fast. So bolt is to run really fast. So bolted, BOLTED, bolted. And it would be really tricky for me to draw the dog bolt with this little lightning on him. But maybe I could do a lightning bolt and maybe something that shows movement. Bolted is to run really fast, go really fast. So here's a lightning bolt. So ziggy zaggies and fast. Something that goes so fast, bolted. And another one that I liked on this page is sailed. The ball sailed above her head. So I love sailing, but the ball wasn't like a sailboat here. Sailed is to just fly past something. Just so kind of like a sailboat moves. That's how they probably picked that word. But sailed is so much. It's more fun to say and to read than the ball flew over her head. Sailed. So SAILED. Sailed. So if it's sailed over your head, I'll make a person and maybe they're looking up and they're going, oh, wow. And it's going over their head. And to remember that it sailed. I don't know if we're going to do a sailboat, but at least we'll show something flying over top. It sailed off. We'll do a ball like in the story. It sailed overhead. Went so fast. Sailed overhead. And the last one, again, they're all on the same page. And all through the book, there's all kinds of them. But I think 4 is enough for today. The last one I liked was pumped. She pumped her arms and legs. Like you can think of a water pump or some other kind of pump, but this is pumping her arms and legs. Pumped. So P-U-M-P-E-D, pumped. And pumped means you're doing this. So it's kind of like you'd be using a pump. So pumping your arms and legs means they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth really fast. So let's see how I can draw that. First, I always start with her face and what their face would look like. If you're working really hard, it might be kind of a straight face like that. And if it's going fast, that means your hair is going back like that. And the body's kind of like that. So pumped. Arms are moving. Legs are moving. You can show movement. If you're pumping your arms and legs, you're working really hard to go as fast as you can. So these are my words from the story. And you should also have these in your journal. And if you want to add more words from any read aloud, read to self you've enjoyed today, add those to your journal too. So anyhow, this is vocabulary from Catching the Moon. That is your literacy assignment for today.